Morgan from Highland Cycles coming to you with another tire review. As you may have seen, I reviewed the Kenda Ibex tires a little while ago, where we rode up in Sargent's and did a whole bunch of super gnarly stuff. If you watched that video, you'll know that I wasn't really a big fan. I mean, the tire worked really well, but it wore out super duper fast. The guys at Kenda didn't love my review of that, but hey, we're honest here no matter what. So I did talk to them though. I said, hey guys, I'd really like to do some more stuff with your tires because I like their tires a lot. That was just not my favorite tire. So they were super kind enough to send me a set of Parker DTs for my YZ250 back here that we raced this last weekend at the Snakebite Enduro. If you haven't seen that video, there'll be a link in this description for that video. We raced a really cool Enduro out in the Grand Junction Desert. It was super duper awesome. And let me just say up front, I loved the tires, no joke. The Parker DTs are a desert tire. They're made specifically for the desert, and that's where we were racing and riding. So I was really happy with the way they were. They're a harder compound. They're kind of a funky looking tire. We're going to take a look at them here in a second. They're definitely weird looking, but they work great out in that desert where they're supposed to work. So let's take a look at the wear on them. And I will say right up front that the back tire is not the one that they sent me because I already had a Parker DT on this bike. So full disclosure, the back tire was already a little bit worn when we went out, but the front was brand new. So let's take a look. Like I said, it's a weird looking tire. I'm not gonna lie. That's an odd little looking tire. Super directional, but you can see in a 56-mile race, looks good. You know, you can still see some little nubbins there. The sides got some little hairs on them still, probably because I wasn't going fast enough. Yeah, the tire looks great. Now, the thing about the Parkers is that they are directional, but you can flip them. So, right here, you see it says hard going that way, intermediate is going back that way. So if the tire were flipped around, it would be going in the intermediate. So right now, they're going in the hard direction. Now, I did that because Jimmy Lewis said when I asked him privately about tires, he said he really liked the Parkers. This is a while back. But he said you got to run them in the hard direction. So I ran them in the hard direction because Jimmy Lewis definitely is a way better rider and knows a lot more than I do. So I ran them in the hard direction, and I'm telling you, man, the thing works. So check out some footage here. So you can see I was hammering on the thing, hard on the brakes, hard on the gas. The front end really, really worked well. I had a couple moments where I kind of came out of a turn a little hard on the gas and it was pushing. I thought, oh boy, we're going out, and it would like dig into the ground and burp, just go right around the turn. So super happy with the way this thing worked. The other cool thing about these is that they are DOT legal. So if you have a bike that you want to put a license plate on, especially in this state, you can put these on and be fully legal, which is cool because they're a full-on knobby. So now, let's come back here to the back. So again, it's a little funky looking tire, very directional looking. As you can see, this tire has the race plus probably, a solid 20 hours on it, so maybe even more. I'm not sure. Actually, I haven't been keeping track. I haven't been riding this bike recently. That tire is good. You can see the knobs are definitely wearing, but here's an important thing to me. See how the front edge is definitely worn down. It's not as sharp as his back, but it's not super worn. So it's still hooking up good, and the knob is big. The space is big, so it's good for that soft desert. Tire is good. So here you can see, again, There's hard going that way, intermediate going that way. And I think that the reason that Jimmy Lewis says you run them in the hard is that they break better in the hard direction. They probably would dig a little bit better and climb a little bit better in the soft stuff if you put it in the intermediate. But let's take a look here at this. You can see it's kind of almost a cup design going on. So as the tire is spinning like this, you're not getting the benefit of that cup in the dirt as it goes around. But if you think about it, when you brake, you're getting the benefit of the cup, right? So as this comes around, now the cup is forward, and as you brake, it's going to brake even harder. Hey, Leia. Puppy Leia. What are you doing? That's our puppy. So yeah, I think that's why he recommends running the hard, is that the braking is better. Accelerating, maybe not as good, but honestly, brakes are more important for going fast than you think. I am really a big fan of these tires in the desert. I haven't run them in the woods or anything like that. That's not what they're made for, so I'm going to keep running them in the desert. It's desert season now here in our part of Colorado, so I'm going to keep running these tires on this bike. I'm running them with Nitro Mousses, the back one. So this is a 110-118. It's a relatively small volume 110-118. So I'm running the NM18285 in this. It's the plushy or softy mousse in the back. So it's pretty soft, and I like that a lot. Get good traction, even in the rocks. And then in the front, I'm running the NM21, anyway, the 8100/9090 21 Mousse, but I'm running the normal one. So the platinum one is up front, and it works great. This is the second tire that this Mousse has been on. You can see the bead is seated all the way around. Looks good. It's not coming off. Same with the back, even though it's a softy, and this is the second tire on this softy. You can see the bead seated. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Clearly I need to do something about my brake pad or brake rotor, making some weird noises. But yeah, Kenda Parker DT, I'm really happy with this tire. For if you ride in the desert, even in the rocky desert, I recommend this tire. I think it's going to last a long, long time. And the grip was good enough to get me to a 5th in the 40A and 25th overall. So I'm really happy with that, considering I'm a broken old man right now. We're running them, just so you know, on our 2007 YZ250 with everything stock except for the carburetor. Got Electron on that. But yeah, Kenda Parker DTs, really happy with the way they performed. Again, something to note is that they are a small volume tire. So even though it's a 110-118, you do not run the NM18305 in it. It would not fit. So I put the NM18285, and it works great. Second tire on it, and it's the plushy. I like that in the back. I like the normal one up front, so I can get a little bit better feel of the turns. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around and watching all our videos. Spread the gospel of two wheels wherever you go. That would be awesome. Also, if you can, please find some time to ride your dirt bikes!
Yeah.